everyone, welcome back to Barker-Stargazer's YouTube channel, where I am reviewing free crochet patterns found and saved on a Pinterest board. If you'd like to see the full Pinterest board, follow this video here. And you can tell if I have reviewed one of these patterns already, because I will have commented on it and said if it's a good pattern or not, or if you need to go to one of my videos just to have a little bit of it explained. Sometimes they require just that a little bit extra crochet knowledge, so if you're a beginner, the extra information's there for you. First up is this shell hat, which I have wanted to do for so long, so I'm really happy to finally get onto it. So we are starting here with the base, and it says to just keep increasing out until you get the right circumference. So I've got my trusty mannequin head here that I'm working on. The pattern increases by 6 per round. Now, when it came to the base of the hat, everything was going great. I completed it. I did a few non-increase or decrease rounds on the end as the pattern stated and asked for. But then when I moved on to the details of the hat above, it just completely fell apart. That I don't know what this pattern is trying to ask for. It doesn't make any sense, so kills me to say it, but this pattern is a fail. I so wanted it to work. Okay, on to this little hoodie here, which has got this adorable little video to it. Now, I am using much thicker yarn than in the video. It looks like they're using double knit in the video. I'm using a size 5 and I'm using Aran weight yarn. This video is pretty self-explanatory, and I think it does a good job. All you need to know is that you're working in double crochet UK terms, single crochet US terms. The only issue is it's when you attach the arms to the body, it's a little difficult to know where you're starting. The cluster of decreases do need to go on the shoulders, but as long as you remember that, you can figure this pattern out, so I won't worry about that. Now, this pattern does say that this hoodie is for a doll, but honestly, what sort of doll has a head this size? Right, so this hoodie has been made, and it's meant to be for a doll, but I just said, like, who has a head that big? And my kids went, Scotty! So, you're going to hold the camera, and I'm going to see if it'll fit. I think we'll have to go this way.
Will this be Scotty's new outfit? It can be his PJs.
Yeah, the sleeves are too big for it.
It can be a poncho. You put you.
But yeah, the hood fits.
Oh, looks good.
Oh, got 2 long arms.
I love it.
I was cold after a rescue.
He likes it. He likes it.
Bucket hat. All right, my Oasis fans. What I have changed with this design is simply the hook and yarn size again. You are actually meant to use a size 1mm crochet hook for this. I do not actually have a 1mm. The smallest hook size I have is 1.25. So this is meant to be a bucket hat for a doll. This pattern is great. The only thing I'll say is that the increases are stacked, but it's a free basic pattern, so I wouldn't expect anything more from it than to have the increases stacked. One thing I have noticed, especially as I've got to the non-increase rounds, is that working in Aran weight yarn and a 5mm hook has meant that this hat fits me. So the sides are done, and I'm just moving on to the brim, which has got some texture in it, created by working in the back loops only, and it's alternating this. And I absolutely love this hat, and to be quite honest, it's really oversized. It's really giving Oasis vibes. Yeah, this is a great pattern. It will definitely work really well in the smaller sizes as well. You can just see in its smallest size, using a 1mm hook, it would definitely fit like a Barbie doll. Oh my god, wait. The first pattern, the shell hat, I was excited about and really, really disappointed. The image must have been stolen because I did a reverse Google search because Pinterest has disabled the link. Thank you, Pinterest. Well done. And it took me to a YouTube tutorial for making this beautiful hat. Look. Oh, right. Okay. So I'm going to watch this video. I'm going to check that it does actually work. And I'll be right back. Oh, my god, look at this hat. Oh god, I wish I had done it in the scrap yarn now. Okay, so this is a bit small for me, but I'll go through a few things because it fits my preteen daughter's head wonderfully. Let me get my little head and I'll show you how it looks. My god, the work that has gone into this, it's extraordinary. I mean, oh, the detailing to create that spiral, that will have easily been like a week's work just creating that spiral, just figuring out all of that. Well done to this creator, right? It's this creator here. When I was watching this tutorial, which is a great tutorial, don't get me wrong, I was able to make this from the tutorial with no problems, but I'm a fairly advanced crocheter, and I do think there were a few stumbling blocks that may trip up less experienced crocheters. So I've decided just to run through them. I'm going to put the timestamp where it appears in their video and just explain a few bits. I used Aran weight yarn and a 5mm crochet hook, and as I said, this came out at a preteen size, so I think if you go to a chunky yarn in a size 6, you'll get an adult size. And also if you go down to double knit and like a size 3.5 or a 4, you'll definitely get like a young, like toddler sized one. So at timestamp 117, just getting started, the chain here, I don't know how I missed it, but you are to make the chain into its own ring with a slip stitch. She tends to say anchor instead of slip stitch. And obviously I haven't changed my yarn as I've gone through. I will say though that the shell, I think, will have worked a lot better if I'd used a t-shirt type yarn instead of just a basic acrylic yarn. Timestamp 32:52, you are transitioning into the brim of the hat, which in itself is a transition piece. The only thing I will say here that will make your life easier is when you are attaching your new yarn at this stage, make sure you are attaching it at the center back of your hat. On timestamp 38:07, this is a increase round. I did have to rewatch it a couple of times to get what she's actually meaning. I'll show you. So here, where I've switched from green to silver, you can see that On the green row, there's 1, 2 stitches. And then on the silver row, we are gaining stitches. You are basically on your, well, for me, the silver row. For you, you'll be on your brim row, whatever colour you decide. You are doing a stitch with the post, then 2 stitches round the post. I know that's not too clear if you're only listening to mine, but honestly, if you go to the hat tutorial after this, it'll work. Trust me, it really will. And that's it. Those are the only issues, if you can call them issues, with this pattern. It's not an issue at all, simply a little communication issue, which is probably due to the fact that this wonderful creator seems to be from the south of America and I'm a northern British lass. All right, this video was fun, and literally everything has been stolen by my children with the exception of the bucket hat, which, as you can see, is pretty much too big for me. So this one's getting unpicked, but that's just because I did it in too big a yarn. All right, guys, see you next week. Bye.